Keeper, you have come far to meet me here.
Keeper? My name is Kassandra.
Names change, but this task is eternal. You are the Keeper, she who keeps the Great Seal closed and the staff of Hermes Trismegistus safe.
Your voice. I heard it in Atlantis.
You remember. My name is Alethea. With the staff in your hands, we are now entwined.
Entwined? How?
I can now present myself to you in a form that you recognize. You must deliver me to the heir of memories. Even now, she watches us. When I speak to you, I speak through you to her.
So, I'm supposed to hold the staff until this heir person takes it from me. What will happen to me?
What happens to all of us? Then, she will open the Great Seal to Atlantis. It longs to be opened. Your task is to be the Keeper until that time. Pledge yourself.
Where is this heir?
Not where, but when. She is yet to be, but even still, she is here watching us now.
Fine. I pledge to keep the staff until the heir of memories, whoever that is ready to take it. All right. What did your diagnostics show you?
Alana's getting the results now.
It will take us time to analyze. For now,
Kyoshi, you cut out. You there?
another bug. I was saying, for now, try to relax.
Heir of memories. The Great Seal awaits you.
Victoria, did you hear that?
Nothing on our end. What did you hear?
Before there was radio static, like we were being jammed. But just now I heard a voice. The same one Kassandra heard in Atlantis.
Might be the bleeding effect. Like Kyoshi said, try to relax while Alana works on the results of the diagnostic.
Go to the Seal, Heir.
This is the altar that Kassandra activated millennia ago. It was ancient even when she found it. I have enough food and water for a week. 2 if I ration myself.
I would not recommend staying down there that long. We can't help you from up here if Abstergo shows up.
Yeah. I'll hurry. Cassandra's gone. What a life she must have lived.
If there's organic remains, we could get a sample.
There aren't. And you're creepy. The Sphinx's pillow was here. I can't believe Isu technology can corrupt biological beings that way. This pillow was part of the gate being protected by the Cyclops. Isu technology was capable of horrible things. Maybe it still is. I still can't believe Isu tech turned that poor woman into a Gorgon. This must be where the Minotaur's pillar was.
Looks like it was functioning as some kind of gate.
The Keeper delivered me to you. Her pledge has been satisfied, and now I am entwined with you. Heir of memories, this is the Great Seal to Atlantis. It has waited long to meet you.
Victoria, Alethea's voice is coming through the staff. Victoria?
The interloper can't hear you now.
You're scrambling my comms? Focus, Layla. You're not going crazy. I think that memory. If it wasn't an Animus malfunction, Kassandra was the Keeper holding the staff for me? And somehow the staff has been equipped for audio transmission and is connected to this seal. These symbols. It almost looks like a locking mechanism.
Name these symbols in order, and at long last, the seal will open to the Heir of memories.
Okay, talking stick. But which symbols? And in what order? There must be some way to know.
The Keeper kept this riddle and more in her mind.
Altair 2. I'm going back in the Animus. If the signal gets through and you can monitor my vitals, great. If not, well, you've earned one free I told you so.
Keeper, our task is to guide the Heir of memories to the symbols. A man called Theras knows of their whereabouts.
Theras? The guy who helped get Phidias out of Athens? Is that why you've brought me back to this place?
Here, the role of the Keeper bound itself to you, though you didn't know it yet. Now, to uncover the truth, we must go to Theras.
How will I know this Heir of memories when I see her?
She will come to you. The end of your journey is in the Hall of Atlantis. where her true journey begins.
I don't understand who the Keeper is.
The Keeper isn't a person, but a task. And it is yours. Pythagoras held the staff to exploit its power. The Keeper's task is to restrain it and protect it from the hands of corruption until the heir of memories appears.
Who or what are you?
I am Elysium. Pythagoras called my people the ones who came before, but we are the issue. Like you, I invited rebellion into the world, though there were complications. I replicated my consciousness in the staff of Hermes Trismegistus so that I can speak with you and the heir.
Theras could be anywhere now.
What I know is that he was brought to Seriphos, but be careful. He went against his will.
I'm going to find Theras. I guess you're coming with me?
Our tasks are the same.
Layla, come in.
Alana, is that you?
Two things. Something's been interrupting our comms, which explains why we lost your vitals. Kiyoshi is looking into it.
I know this sounds crazy, but I think it's the staff.
Nothing sounds crazy to me anymore. Still, I'd like to verify. In other news, your animus is definitely bugging out. Victoria is yelling at her monitors in French, and frankly, I'm not sure what you're doing is safe.
You call that yelling? Layla, the Altair tube is moving into position. I'm gonna ask that you come up for air while we take a look at it.
I can't do that, Vic. Cassandra's looking for Theras who might know how to unlock the Great Seals for Atlantis.
The what? Layla,
Theras was a friend to Phidias. I'll let you know more as soon as I get answers. Layla out.
I don't know any more than Phidias did. Please. Stop.
I want to stop, but I can't. Not until you tell us where you found these symbols in Phidias' workshop. Go check it out. Lad, once you tell me what I want to know.
Eagle Bearer, I can't tell you how relieved I am to see you.
Are you all right?
It's nothing compared to what they did to poor Phidias. Did you hear?
Theras, I need you to think. I'm looking for the location of some symbols. I can't explain why, but you have to help me.
I was exploring the tombs of Agamemnon, Eteocles, and Orion. I'm a traveler like you. I found the symbols and etched them onto parchment to give to Phidias as a gift.
Where were the symbols?
In Argolis, you'll find one in Agamemnon's tomb. Eteocles' tomb in Attica is where I found another. The final one I found in Viotia, deep in Orion's tomb.
What did you hear about Phidias?
Rumors now. A man in gold came into his workshop, tortured him, broke his hands. His body was too destroyed for a proper burial.
You need to find somewhere safe, Theras. You can sail with us on the Adrestia.
I would be forever in your debt. Take this map. It's rough, but it's the best I could do. Here, Eagle Bearer, and thank you.
Alicia?
You've discovered Agamemnon's tomb, a place where the heir of memories will find the symbol she seeks.
So, what now?
Now is relative. With this information, will the heir open her eyes and unlock the symbol?
She will now. So, do I just wait here or something?
Our task is already complete. What comes next, she must do on her own.
I'm ready to meet the heir now. When will I?
Your understanding. What you do not know is that while you are yet to meet her, she already knows you very well.
So, what do I do with the stuff?
Keep it and let it keep you. The Keeper's task is to never succumb to death. All those you will ever know and all you will ever love will die. Then you will learn to love again, and those will die too. But you will remain.
This was easy enough.
Altair 2, I have our next location.
Well done. Where to?
Agamemnon's tomb in Argolis. Layla to the Altair 2. It wasn't easy, but I'm in.
I still don't understand. An AI, or some other kind of consciousness, is in the staff, which is used to open the Great Seal to Atlantis?
Partly right. The symbols in these tombs are somehow tied to the symbols on the seal.
How?
I'll let you know, once I find one.
Guess I'm taking your word for it. Be careful in there.
What a find!
What is it?
And spoil the surprise? All I'll say is prepare to be amazed when I get back. The symbol!
The first of 3. You've done well, Air.
It almost looks like a constellation.
Layla, all of our readings are being jammed.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. But there's still 2 more to uncover. I'm going back into the Animus.
There have been too many bugs, Layla. We need to stop and figure out what's happening.
We'll stop once I've opened the seal. Layla out.
Keeper, the Heir of Memories must search these old halls for the symbol she seeks. Will the Heir rise to the task?
I suppose she would. No?
Every step brings you down a very long road to the Heir. What you cannot show her, Deimos will.
Deimos? How?
The Heir will know when the time comes.
Altair 2? Kassandra has found the next location.
Great work. Where to?
The Tomb of Eteocles. I think I found a way in. Altair 2? Found my way in. I think I'm getting good at this.
There might be a second career in this, if assassin isn't your thing.
I still think this is a bad idea, Layla. We don't know the source of the radio interference, and there are temporal discrepancies in the Animus memories.
Noted, Doctor. Layla out. Strange. I thought floor spikes were a Persian thing.
The Assassins Who Found Atlantis. Sounds like the title of a documentary full of cheap CGI and alien theories. Elena tells me that Troy was considered a myth before Frank Calvert found it, and Heinrich Schliemann stole credit for it. If we ever get to reveal this, I wonder who we'll give the credit to. Just when I think I've got a hand on the precursors, someone new shows up. At least Alethea seems to be no friend to Juno. I still can't believe I wasn't on the team that took her down. I could have stopped. Victoria's right. Blaming myself is useless. But Tosvik, Otzelberg, you're gonna pay for betraying Charlotte. One artery at a time. Mission accomplished. So why does it feel like this is just the beginning? Isu infighting, a relic that grants immortality, myths proven to be true? Slow down, Layla. One miracle at a time. Congratulate the team. Keep the staff safe. And figure out how you're supposed to balance out the universe. That's all.
Hello, Miss Hassan. Nice trick with the fake USB key. Almost inconvenienced Abstergo headquarters. Your pranks are amusing as always.
The second symbol! Another part of a constellation. Maybe they fit together. Altair 2, can you read me?
The interloper can hear us.
The interloper? Who?
Layla, we hear you, but you're breaking up. Did you say you found the second symbol?
I did. And Kassandra knows where the third is. I'm sure of it. I'm gonna dive back in.
As your doctor, and as your friend, I insist that we stop this. We're not able to guarantee you're safe in there. The staff?
The staff makes me immortal, Vic. I'll be fine.
Layla, please.
In this tomb, the Heir of Memories will see how life grows from a dead place.
Life growing from a tomb. If I hadn't seen the staff work, I wouldn't believe it.
The heir's task is to bring life where there was death, and your task dooms you to endure loss. Close your eyes and picture the face of one you will never see again. What would you tell them?
I would hold them and tell them to be strong, and that we will be together again.
Remember that answer, and the pain from which it comes.
You don't have to tell me, Alethea. I will always remember. I will always keep.
And now, will the heir of memories rise to face the tomb?
I suppose she will.
Altair 2, come in.
Altair 2 here.
The next stop is the Tomb of Orion. I'll show you how to get there when I get back.
Altair 2, can you read me?
We hear you. Layla, there's something you need to know. The interference in the comms is coming from an outside source. If I didn't know any better, I'd say someone was listening in.
It must be related to the staff.
That's just it. I recognize the interference pattern. It isn't Isu. It almost reminds me of an erudito hacking algorithm.
I'd recognize a hack if I saw one. Besides, once I find the third symbol, it won't matter. If only I knew which order they go in.
You could try randomly guessing. There's not that many combinations.
There's no guarantee I get 2 chances at opening the seal. After this, we're going back to Atlantis and I'll figure something out. The final symbol! Another part of a constellation. They must fit together. Altair 2, can you read me? Okay, Layla, think this through. Outside the tomb of Eteocles, Alethea said Deimos would show me what the Keeper can't. Phidias had answers Theras didn't and was killed for it.
The heir is wise.
Altair 2, come in, please.
Layla, that you?
Did you find the symbol?
3 for 3. We need to head back to Atlantis. In the meantime, let's run the symbols I found against known constellations. Consider the research Plan B.
What's Plan A?
Kassandra knew where the symbols were, but not the order they go in. Alethea thinks Deimos may hold that secret. We have his DNA.
What? Layla, are you crazy?
I'm not crazy. I'm committed, and you should be too. When I get back to Atlantis, I'm getting this done whether you're on my side or not.
Are you Brisson?
No talking until after we dance.
Your heart rate's accelerated and your body temp is almost 98 degrees. What's happening?
Itira! Korgath! Metin! That's all I know! You have to believe me.
I can't! I don't want to do this!
Itira! Korgath! Metin! That's all I know! You have to believe me.
I'm not here to hurt you, Phidias. We're friends. I just want to know where these symbols come from. You would tell your friend, wouldn't you?
Itira!
Gorgath! Metin! Are you trying to anger your friend?
Get your shit together!
Layla, you're not safe. We have to get you out of there.
No!
Don't be afraid. We all die. But first...
Tell me what I want to know.
Itira, Korga, Metin. Itira, Korga, Metin. Itira, Korga, Metin.
Layla, we're remote ending your session.
Itira, Gorgath, Metin.
Layla, come in.
Vic, you had no right!
I had to pull you out. Diving into Themos' mind almost killed you.
The interloper. He is listening.
He?
Sigma, I'm opening fire.
Doc, fall back.
Kiyoshi's been hit!
Altair 2, come in. Altair 2! Vic! Anyone! Can you hear me?
The Great Seal has waited long enough.
I can't. I've seen inside Deimos' mind. I can't contact the team. The Animus isn't safe.
The trials of the air are just beginning.
I don't want any of this. I'm no heir. I thought I could do this, but I can't.
You must.
Okay, Layla. Snap out of it. You've come too far to give up now. All right. We do things your way for now. Talking stick.
Now, the heir must call the name of the first symbol.
This symbol was the first I found, and the first name Sebefithias was Itira.
The heir recalls. She heard the names of the symbols and their order. Now, call out the name of the second.
It was this symbol, and the second name Sebefithias was Korgath.
The heir doesn't just experience memories, but holds them inside her. And now, the final symbol.
I remember! Fithias somehow unlocked the order of the symbols, even if he didn't realize it. It was Itira, Korgath, Metin.
Layla, can you hear us?
Vic! You're alive!
Sigma 4 soldiers stormed the ship. Kiyoshi was shot, but I stopped the bleeding. He saved us.
It isn't the staff. Someone is intentionally remote hacking our signal. I encrypted a new frequency for us, just to be sure.
We need to go dark until we know it's safe.
Before we go, how are you?
It's good to hear your voices. Listen, I've unlocked the Great Seal. Atlantis is open.
Please, don't go in until we know we can keep a secure connection. I want this as much as you do, but we need to do it together.
I'm hearing you, Doctor. Atlantis has waited this long. It can wait a little longer. Until then, while I'm down here, I'm safe. Call me when Kiyoshi's back on his feet.
He'll be glad to hear your voice. Until then, Altair 2 is going dark.
Anybody there? Victoria?
Layla? Nice timing. Looks like I've been able to establish a secure connection with polymorphic code. Hacker-free. It's good to have you back.
How's Kiyoshi?
You know him, resilient as ever. He wouldn't want you worrying.
Sigma team. I can't believe those bastards found the Altair 2.
Turns out our signal was being corrupted by the Juhani Otzoberg himself. Guess he was bored of playing Black Cross and tracking down the Juno cult. I should have known some desperate hacker from Erudito would flip on us. Their fingerprints are all over this.
No way! Otso heard everything? If he tells the rest of the Templar Inner Sanctum what we're up to, we'll have every armed Abstergo goon on the planet after us.
If Berg hasn't found you yet, we're still a step ahead.
Then as long as I got you as backup, what are we waiting for? Let's see what this Great Seal is all about. Where's Victoria?
You'll see.
All right then. Here we go. This place is huge! Echo! These look like thrones of royalty. But who are the kings and queens?
Hello, Layla. Heir of memories. We finally found each other.
I guess rebels always find a way. It's nice to meet you in the flesh, Alethea. Or in the hologram?
It was only a matter of time until our realities crossed in one way or another. It seems as though we're not alone.
Victoria? What are you doing down here?
Layla, it was way too dangerous to let you do this alone. I wanted to keep an eye on things personally. Who's this?
This is Alethea, the voice from the staff I was talking about. Of the Isu, Victoria. Can you believe it?
I've had nothing but time to study the patterns of human speech, so I should sound less like a talking stick.
Are you sure we can trust her?
We have no choice but to trust her. She's the key to finding out more about the staff.
It was always known to me that the heir of memories would embark alongside the Keeper, Kassandra. You weren't in the plans, can I trust you?
Of course you can. I'm her doctor, and I need to be here to keep an eye on Layla's vitals.
She'll keep out of the way.
No matter. This journey is yours and Kassandra's. You'll need to build up the strength to withstand the staff's corruption. As Kassandra finds power to fuel both her and the staff, you too will feel that physical connection.
So you want Layla to go in there? I don't think so. Who knows what exposure to even more First Civ tech will do?
Not me, Victoria. I'll go into the Animus and experience it as Kassandra. Right, Alethea?
Your journey starts at the same place the Keepers did. The Animus will show you her way through the simulations.
If you're sure, Layla, we'll have to be extra careful. I'll be here to monitor you with her. Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. Wish me bonne chance.
The Keeper shares blood with those who came before and is connected to the Elysium. The blood that is shared must also be offered, and the Great Seal will open for us.
If you say so.
Welcome, Keeper. You've entered the great throne room of Atlantis. What lies in this room are remnants of Isu tech I've adapted in order for you to begin your journey. I'm sure you have questions.
This place... Did Pythagoras know it existed?
No, I wouldn't show it to him. This room was built by the Isu to house something else. These thrones were once just thrones. Now they contain my simulations. Don't worry, I'll show you.
You told me this room was meant for the Heir of Memories. But I got in so easily.
You paid for it in blood. Blood that looks quite like ours when you look closely enough.
Mater always told me there was power in our blood. I guess she was right. There's more I have to do.
Always, Keeper. When the staff belonged to Pythagoras, he used it selfishly for knowledge. He was weak where you aren't. You will endure lifetimes until the Heir of Memories takes this burden. The only way to carry the staff's weight is to find the strength to wield it. You'll find that strength in Elysium. The underworld awaits, Keeper.
The... What? I'm alive. If I'm alive, how can I come back from the underworld?
These portals are simulations. They were made by me for you. In Elysium, you'll find power sources known as Keeper's Insights. This will affect both the Keeper and the Heir of Memories. Moving forward in the underworld will be essential to finding all the sources of power.
You're asking for blind trust, Alethea.
You pledged yourself to me and our common cause, Keeper. Never forget that I'm on your side. I won't let the ones that came before control your fate. Find the strength within you and show the staff your worth. Approach the first portal when you're ready.
Alethea needs to work on that landing. Gah.
You don't belong here.
Oh, shit.
No one stands up to Persephone's guards, let alone best them in battle.
Tell me your name, or you're next.
I'm Hermes. As you're holding my proudest creation, that means you're a descendant of Pythagoras. I know just why you're here. You need to harness its power. Now, your name.
The staff calls me Keeper, but you can call me Kassandra. What is this place?
Keeper, a great name with a great journey ahead of you. This is the paradise of Elysium, presided over by the mighty Persephone herself. Elysium was a gift from her husband, Hades. This beautiful realm she crafted in her image is the only joy she gets from the underworld. She's his prisoner. But she's come into her role as queen with much aplomb.
Elysium. Resting place of heroes. When I was a girl, I'd dream of seeing it with my own eyes. Then why would Persephone attack me?
Most rulers don't take the sudden invasion of a lone outsider lightly. Speaking of which, the appearance of a living human is quite unexpected.
I'm supposed to go through trials and eventually leave this place. There was a great seal, and the staff talks... It's all very complicated.
Allow me to explain. The staff is a gift, not a toy. It can be a key, a weapon, and a way to attain power until the very end of time. Here, you'll find a means to control it before it controls you. After that, there is a gate that leads out of Elysium. But the only way to it is through Persephone, and she'd never allow that.
I need to get to that gate.
Try talking to her. Who knows? Maybe she'll convince you to stay. Or you could find Nekati, Persephone's top advisor and closest friend. Or you could prove yourself.
Prove myself how?
Persephone sent guards because she's concerned. There are reports of lawlessness in Defcalion's heritage south of here. Why am I telling you all this? You said it yourself. It's very complicated. Elysium may look like paradise, but we all have our secrets.
I'm thinking I go straight to Persephone.
Not so fast. Give her some time to cool down. When you introduce yourself, you'll find her in her majestic acropolis, perched high above the asphodel fields.
I could talk to Ekati.
You could, though she prefers to keep to herself. The dwellers of Ferea's retreat, which is to the east, might know of her whereabouts. I'd ask them.
Maybe I should investigate Evkalion's heritage.
Persephone responds best to action. We need to smother them immediately if there's a whiff of trouble against her.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Well, I've never had anyone ask about me before. I work west of here. It's a modest workshop. But all great things appear modest at first, don't they?
What can you tell me about my staff? I need to learn how to use it.
Find my energy sources, the perceptions of Hermes, across Elysium to imbue both you and the staff with power. Only then are you ready to move onward. You can't wield the staff without them. Are you certain there's nothing else you'd like to know?
Here.
When you've sorted your affairs with Persephone, come see me in Minos' faith. I look forward to hearing about your progress.
I will.
I almost forgot. I've invented just the thing for you flightless humans in Elysium. The wings of Hermes. Go. Enjoy them.
You know I want out of Elysium. If you help me escape, I promise you'll never see me again.
As happy as that would make me, Persephone wants you to stay.
How long until you realize you're just one of her pets?
Watch yourself, human.
Careful, or Persephone will have you neutered. Oh, I forgot. She did that ages ago.
Ha!
Didn't think the dead could feel pain.
I'm one of the few miserable fools around here who's actually alive.
If you're so miserable, why not just leave?
I've tried. If Persephone wants you to stay, dead or alive, you stay. Hades taught her well.
So you're the troublemaker I've been hearing so much about.
Adonis, at your service. With an army at Persephone's disposal and most of Elysium under her control, my troublemaking days are coming to an end.
What if I helped you?
And why would someone with their whole life ahead of them want to do that?
I hear Persephone has everyone in Elysium on a leash. I want to cut them free.
Of all the lies in the underworld, that's the best one I've heard yet. No one cares about the dead. Try again.
I need to find Hades' realm. If overthrowing Persephone is the key to escaping Elysium, then I'm in.
Why didn't you just say so from the beginning? Did you hear that, my love? She wants to enter Hades' realm.
I'm going to find it with or without your help. We might as well work together.
Tell you what, southwest from here is the Fortress of the Three Sisters, one of Persephone's strongholds. If you kill her overseer, destroy her torches of Hypnos, and steal Persephone's resources, all while avoiding the attention of her Colossi, then maybe I'll trust you.
Tell me about the Overseers.
Persephone's most trusted and deadly servants. They are the eyes and ears of Elysium. Killing them will leave the Queen blind and deaf.
Torches of Hypnos?
Constructed by the god of slumber, these devices keep human minds under Persephone's control. Destroy their centers to extinguish their flames.
I don't like the sound of Colossi.
The Colossi are best left asleep. They protect the Overseers. Bloodshed wakes them, and they do not like being woken.
If you're the troublemaker, why do I feel like I'll be causing all the trouble?
What can I say? I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Luckily for you, I'm both. Trust me now?
You've brought me one step closer to my love. It's a good start.
Who is this love you keep mentioning?
The most beautiful being in existence. With a face so fair, to gaze upon it is to forget all others. Perhaps you've heard of her. Aphrodite.
I'm sorry. Afro who?
Very funny. The last person who provoked her wrath was turned into a field pig.
All right. What's next?
Not here. Come find my camp in Iapetos' ruins. Before you go, Persephone has overseers and torches of Hypnos across Elysium. If we're going to weaken her influence, we must destroy them. And we're going to need all the help we can get.
He stood there, soaking wet and sputtering, while his boat floated away from him down the Eridan River in pieces.
I'd give my sharpest bronze dagger to see that silly human trying to leave Elysium on a felucca.
Have you visited my mother recently, and given her my love?
Always. The meteor sends her love in return.
Well, I'd better get back. Elysium won't rule itself. Do keep an eye out for me. I sense trouble brewing in Paradise.
I was starting to think you'd never get here. You can't waste time if you hope to break Persephone's control over the gate to the underworld. Did you really think word wouldn't get that you're in collusion with Elysium's pretty boy, Adonis?
Is that so?
Unfortunately, no one passes through the gate to the underworld without Persephone's permission, which she has never given. Ever. Luckily for you, as the goddess of crossroads and keys, locked doors happen to be my specialty.
Are you saying you can get me through the gate?
I'm saying I can help you bypass Persephone.
From what I just saw, you're pretty close with Persephone. Why would you want to work against her?
I'm not asking for your blind trust. Let me prove our goals align. This unlocks the door to Persephone's hidden sanctuary. She keeps all of her most intimate possessions there, stowed away from her husband. Among her treasures is a journal rumored to contain information you desperately need about the gate. Bring it to me as soon as you can.
I'll go get the journal.
The sooner you bring me it, the closer you are to leaving Elysium. Don't waste any time.
I'm not sure how stealing Persephone's journal will help me open the gate to the underworld, but here it is.
Stealing Persephone's journal wouldn't help us. But stealing the journal that belonged to the gate's locksmith will.
Who's the locksmith?
It doesn't say. Looks like a lot of pages were torn out. Now be quiet while I read. Well, that was illuminating.
So? What does it say?
Oh, so eager. The location of the gate is not revealed. But so long as Persephone controls Elysium, you need her permission to pass through it. Which you will never get.
But if she loses control of Elysium?
She loses control of the gate. You need to undermine her influence any way you can.
And how do you suggest I do that?
Your alliance with Adonis is a good start. His head-on tactics are a little obvious for my taste, but in time, he will wear down Persephone's forces.
What about our alliance? Where do you come in?
I know all of Persephone's weaknesses, and I'll direct you to them when the time is right. Until then, you'd be wise to spend some time with Persephone's lapdog, Hermes. Learn to use that staff. You'll need a divine weapon in the land of gods.
I didn't get a good enough look at you back there. Now I see why my guards had trouble with you.
Well, they weren't exactly easy.
I'm sure they aren't what mortals like you are used to. You must be someone special.
You're acting pretty nice for someone who just tried to kill me.
Consider that a misunderstanding. It isn't every day I see a new face in my realm, much less one as lively as yours.
So, Elysium belongs to you?
After the rude introduction I gave you, I can't blame you for not knowing. Let me apologize. Ross can attest. Usually he's the one that does the biting. He would want you to forgive me too. Tell me your name. Let's begin again. On the right foot, this time.
I tend to take attacks against me personally.
I understand your mistrust, but I want to be friends. This place is paradise, after all. There's no room for enemies.
This place is beautiful. I'm Kassandra.
Then I give you my official welcome, Kassandra. Let me tell you what's customary around here. This place is mine. I know every flower, every face. I alone let them in. But there's something here I don't want.
You mean me?
No. There's a beast loose in Elysium, and it belongs to Hades. If it gets to him that his wife stole one of his immortal mounts, it'll be a disaster. But I didn't steal it. I won't go near the things. They brought me down here in the first place. No, someone wants me to look bad, and I need that horse gone.
The Hades? I'll take it you aren't a happy couple.
He's tried, of course, to bond with me. But what can he expect out of a prisoner? Love? That's just stuff of legend.
You think someone would do this to you?
It's highly unlikely the thing got in here on its own. I have to remember Elysium is my paradise, not everyone else's.
I'll see if I can find the horse for you. What does it look like?
You'll know it when you see it, trust me. Not only is the beast immortal, but he is terrifying.
Horses don't scare me. Has anyone seen him lately?
I heard screams coming from the Asphodel Arboretum. Perhaps he's scaring civilians. Bring it to my stable boy, the jockey of Artemision. He'll know how to send it galloping back to the nightmare it came from.
Don't come any closer. You're all scaring my horse. He's just a gentle creature.
Have you seen your horse? The others ran away screaming.
Leave it to a blind man to see what's right in front of him. Of course I haven't seen it. I'm sorry. These are hard times.
I'm afraid I won't make them any easier. I have to take that horse from you.
You can't! First Persephone takes my sight, and then you take Orphe? Our friendship was instant. I heard the neigh of a fierce horse. I approached him, unafraid. And he licked my palm.
Did you say Persephone blinded you?
She had one of her godly soldiers fry me with fire. It was punishment for telling others what I thought of this paradise, and somehow it got back to her. Said I didn't deserve to see the beauty she created.
He's not supposed to be in Elysium.
Are any of us in a realm that boasts perfection but shows only deceit? Have pity. Let him stay with me.
All right, you can keep him. But it's a risk. You could be caught.
A risk I'm willing to take. Oh, Orphe, when we're safe, we shall ride together in the fields.
Good news, I take it. I know Hades will be missing his beast.
Everything's taken care of.
I'll have one of my generals check up with my stable boy. I hope the creature didn't scare him too much.
Not at all. Rest assured. You must be the jockey of Artemision. Nice horses.
I keep them clean and pretty, just like Elysium. I tended horses in my old life too.
Then you're just the boy I need to talk to. I have a favor to ask.
What favor?
Listen closely. If Persephone or her generals come sniffing around here, I need you to tell them I brought you a big horse.
Why do you want me to lie?
Because if you don't, I'll make sure all of your horses get out of their pens and run away to Tartarus. Understand? Tell them I was here.
Fine. Just leave my horses alone.
Keeper, you found my workshop after all. I know it may not look like much, but it's home.
I told you. You can call me Kassandra.
In front of the staff? Ha! But I'm glad you came. There's much to show you in this great land.
If you're offering, I could use some help getting my bearings.
Oh, give yourself time. The golden fields reveal themselves slowly and selectively, but I can help. Walk with me.
Maybe you're right. I need to clear my head. Where to?
I consider myself a keymaker. One of my keys might interest you.
What do you do in your workshop?
Invent. All of reality's secrets are hidden behind doors. My inventions act as keys that unlock those doors.
You reveal the secrets behind them.
Ah, you're as wise as me before us. But why discuss what we can see for ourselves? Observe, way up there, Persephone's first keep. If only you could have seen it when it was new.
It seems like most of Elysium is in ruins. What happened?
This place is beautiful, as are all of Persephone's creations. But it is a world that changes at her whims. When I see decay, I know she needs us at her side more than ever. Look there. Imagine all the heroes who have passed through those golden fields, basking in the glory of eternal peace. Each thinking they'd see nothing more beautiful, only then to set eyes on Persephone. Look there, Keeper. That encampment is the site where Hephaestus built a home for Aphrodite.
Doesn't look like much now.
It stood tall until Aphrodite met their child Adonis. His ability to wreak havoc with a wink and a smile is second to none. Come. That cave leads to a key I built for the staff. Consider it our secret. The keymaker and the staff keeper. Friends bound by mysteries.
What happened to me in there?
Imagine for a moment. Inside you, inside all of us, are parchments twisting like ribbon. On those parchments is written the story of who you are, who you were, and who you will become. Does that make sense?
So this twisting ribbon defines each of us. And what happened in there changed what defines me.
You understand. With these keys, you can unlock the secrets inside you and wrest control from them. I've built many.
Thank you. I'm not used to doing this on my own. On the Adrestia, I had Varnavas as a guide.
Ah, well, I hope it's a long time before I meet him here. I'll leave you to your adventuring. You're welcome to come back to my workshop anytime.
Here, Hermes.
Welcome to the uprising. These ruins were abandoned when Persephone constructed her paradise. We won't be bothered here.
But there are so few of you.
Most of Persephone's army consists of mind-controlled humans. Free their minds and bring them to me. We can use them as troops.
Free their minds?
My dear friend Hermes is a master manipulator. And that staff of yours looks like one of his creations. Try using that. There's an outpost southwest from here, nestled in the hand of Hades. Warriors were spotted in its paw. You surprise me. When we first met, I was positive you were sent by Persephone to...
To what?
Seduce me. Confuse me. Anything to make me forget my love. But when I asked you to weaken Persephone's influence, you did. I asked you to bring me warriors, and here they are.
And all I had to do was risk my life for you to trust me.
No one in Elysium is who they say. So when a clever warrior shows up to help me escape, You'll have to excuse me if I'm skeptical.
Time to find more warriors.
Scouts spotted one nearby. Was a Spartan hero in his former life. He's not under Persephone's influence, but keeps mostly to himself. With a champion like him on our side, we can't fail.
How will I know when I find him?
From what I'm told, you can't miss him.
Leonidas!
You have the eyes of my daughter. So something did survive that day. How do you have this?
Mirini. She's my mate. I'm here because I need your help. I need you to fight.
I have found peace here. Why would I fight?
All my life, I was told of my grandfather. The king who spat in the face of the gods and ran his spear through anyone who threatened the freedom of his people. Now I'm the one fighting for freedom, and I'm asking my grandfather for help.
We'll need to use the terrain to our advantage.
So you'll fight with us?
Not until you fight me. You say you're Marini's daughter. I want to see how she trained you. I could have used you at Thermopylae.
You could have used a lot of people at Thermopylae.
I am glad this spear is in your hands. I will fight with you. You have my word as a Spartan.
Thank you, grandfather.
There she is.
How's Leonidas fitting in?
Morale's never been higher. Scouts are reporting Persephone's influence is weakening across Elysium. You're definitely causing havoc out there.
I won't rest until it's done.
You know, I'm starting to think Elysium isn't such a bad place with you in it.
Yes. If only you weren't in love with Aphrodite, and trying to overthrow the queen, and everyone else wasn't dead, Elysium would be perfect.
All I'm saying is you breathe life into this world filled with dead people. Anyhow, we have a bit of a situation.
Of course we do.
Persephone's guards have cut off supply lines, overtaken hideouts, secrets and locations she couldn't possibly have known without inside help. We suspect there is a spy in our midst.
Who?
One is a messenger. She was sent with crucial information to one of our camps. When she didn't return, we sent a scout. The entire camp was killed, and she was nowhere to be found. The other is a blacksmith. Soldiers love to gossip while getting their blades sharpened. We think he may have overheard some of our plans.
That's a good start.
What Persephone doesn't realize is two can play at this game. A little spy of my own has penetrated the Queen's inner circle.
You should tell me who they are so I don't accidentally kill them.
Whisper the words, "Violets only bloom in Elysium winters." Anyone who doesn't respond with "cold as Hades' heart" is free for the killing.
Poetic. Now tell me where to find the messenger and the blacksmith.
They both have homes in the village. Return to me once you're done.
This must be the messenger's house. Detailed information about one of Adonis's rebel camps. So Persephone knows we've recruited Leonidas. Broken piece from one of the torches of Hypnos I destroyed. Definitely the house of a blacksmith. A list of people Adonis has spent time with. Mine and Persephone's names are on this. A note written to Aphrodite. The blacksmith told her everything. Adonis's escape plans. The rebellion.
And who's the dirty spy? The messenger or the blacksmith?
Both have been spying on you. Both have information that could undo your rebellion.
Lousy malacas. My scouts tell me they're on the move. We only have time to dispose of one before they disappear completely. Which is more dangerous to our cause?
The blacksmith had a list of people you've spent time with, and a note to Aphrodite outlining your plans for escape.
And what about the messenger?
She had detailed information about one of your rebel camps, a note to Persephone about Leonidas joining the fight, and a fragment of one of the mind control devices I destroyed. The blacksmith. I'll go after him.
Last I heard, he was spotted near the village.
The blacksmith was working for Aphrodite. Oh, this news could break Adonis's heart. The blacksmith is dead.
That's something, at least. There was an ambush. The messenger led Persephone's guards to one of our camps. No one survived. The messenger escaped.
Adonis, I'm not sure how to tell you this. The blacksmith was working for Aphrodite.
What? Why would you say that? My love, why?
No one in Elysium is who they claim to be.
I must escape this world of lies.
Our next move needs to be swift and deadly.
Meet me later at the Palace of the Colossi. I've acquired a little something that will turn Persephone's paradise upside down.
You're just in time. A woman in Stroma needs your help.
What does she need?
Helping her will bring us closer to breaking Persephone's grasp on Elysium.
What's special about her?
She's an orator who'd be willing to join Adonis's rebellion. That man has beautiful lips, but a silver tongue like hers is necessary to inspire the public.
Then it sounds like we need her. I'll come back when I'm done.
Elysium is a paradise crafted by Her Majesty, Persephone herself. No human should seek to leave it, for in Elysium, we want for nothing. Who are you? Who sent you?
Hecate mentioned you could use some help.
Quiet! If the other humans think I associate with Hecate, my career is over.
Just tell me what you need me to do.
Free the villagers being held captive in Persephone's broken daydream. My son, Theron, is working there as a guard against his will. It's like Persephone possessed his mind. Can you help him too?
I'll see what I can do.
Back! Where is my Theron?
I freed him of Persephone's influence. He's joined Adonis's rebellion.
Wonderful news! I didn't know there was a cure. What of the other villagers?
They've made their way safely to Iapetos' ruins already. You'll find them there.
As promised, I'll join the rebels. What message would you like me to spread once I'm there?
Let the humans know that Adonis will lead them to freedom. Only he has their interests at heart, not Persephone.
Your words shall be spoken. Thank you for your help.
Her tongue is on her way to help the rebellion. She'll bring in plenty of recruits. Adonis will be pleased.
Relieving Persephone of her power is what's important. Don't concern yourself with that man's feelings. Or your feelings for him.
Have you seen him?
If you are truly so weak that you can't control the feelings you have when you look at Adonis, stop looking at him.
Why do you care?
Divine love affairs never end well for the humans involved. Stay out of them. And stay focused on the task at hand. Now, a young woman is suffering from a terrible affliction. She's agreed to help the rebellion if we provide a cure. However, Persephone long ago outlawed the water that can relieve this woman and destroy the last of it.
Let me guess. Or so she thought.
There are rumors that someone hid a final vial of it in a cave off of Hypnosis Path. Retrieve it and bring it to her.
Why would Persephone outlaw this water?
Her need for control has grown beyond understanding. What matters is that the humans of Elysium get the help they desire.
What is this woman's sickness?
The worst affliction that could befall a human in Elysium. A broken heart for eternity.
She's lovesick.
You know nothing of grief after death. It haunts humans with an intensity unparalleled on Earth.
I'll return when I've delivered the water.
Remember, it's forbidden. You can't be seen when you bring it to the villa in Adonis's gardens.
You entered the cave. You must have found what was left of Lethe's water.
I did.
Oh, have mercy and let me have just a sip. I lost my wife in Tartaros and her screams still haunt me in my dreams. Please, put them to rest.
Well, I guess it can't hurt. But just a sip. Someone else needs this.
Who are you? Never mind. I don't think it matters.
You're the contact Ikati described. Do you have Lethe's water?
I do, but what's so special about it? I saw a man lose himself after just one sip.
Humans here drink Lethe's water to forget their past lives and reincarnate back into the world of the living. But Persephone won't let any of us leave Elysium so long as she's trapped here too. I lost my soulmate. I can't go back in time, but I can forget that pain. Now, give me the water.
Here, drink this.
For you, my poor Theron. I'll join you in mindless bliss.
The Silver-Tongue's son? Wait.
I must say, I feel a touch woozy.
How am I going to get you to Adonis now?
What happened to her?
She took a sip of Lethe's water. I gave her the last vial.
What? Why would you do that?
She didn't want to be sentenced to eternal heartbreak after losing her love in Elysium.
That I can understand, at least.
She mentioned her lover's name. Theron.
The Silver-Tongue's son. But you cleansed him of Persephone's possession. They could have been reunited. I should let him know.
Already received word that you accomplished just what I asked. Good. And what did you ask Kassandra to do for you? Persephone. Rumor has it Lethe's water has once again entered circulation in Elysium. Don't you dare try to talk your way out of this. You are the only person who knows what Lethe's water means to me. I'm sorry. You would never understand the intricacies of a divine creation like Lethe's water. But I won't forget what part you played here. Persephone, I was only trying to... I'll be watching you more closely from now on, friend.
This wasn't about helping Adonis at all. You knew that woman would be no use to the rebellion after drinking the water.
The woman did promise her help. That wasn't a lie. As for my motives, I've told you from the start they are mine alone to know. But if humans so desperately desire to move on from their pasts, Persephone shouldn't make that choice for them.
If humans want to drink from Lethe's river, it's a choice they can make for themselves. With or without Persephone's permission.
I wasn't asking for your opinion on the matter. I need some time alone, away from your mindless chatter.
Add your alone time. Tell me what's next.
You're keeping up. Good. There's one more place we must weaken Persephone before our time together draws to a close. Her most devoted followers are gathering in a villa near Persephone's embrace. These are the most vile humans in Elysium that serve her every whim and dark desire.
Are they under her possession?
You might say they're more obsessed than possessed. But if you're thinking you can save these humans, you're sorely mistaken. Persephone's hold on them is too strong.
Whatever gets us closer to bringing down Persephone.
I'm glad you see reason.
So what do you have in mind for Persephone's followers?
Poison in their wine should do the trick. Unfortunately, the wolf nearby ate the last of my aconite. You'll need to hunt it and extract the poison from its liver. This symposium shouldn't be too difficult to infiltrate. But once you're there, try to blend in with the other Persephone-obsessed humans.
Adonis mentioned having rebel spies that attend similar events.
Ah, then you might want to warn such a spy not to drink the wine. I'm sure Adonis gave you a code to tell the spy you're an ally.
He did. Any idea what the spy might look like?
From what I've heard, these spies tend to be middle-aged men wearing floral patterns and with animal motifs on their jewelry. A little obvious, if you ask me.
I'll find the poison and infiltrate the symposium.
Don't worry. There'll be plenty of time to leave once the humans start drinking. Good luck.
That's the poison. Now I've got a symposium to attend. Another one.
A fresh face. Is this your first time at a devoted follower symposium?
Yes.
Don't look so nervous, friend. Why don't you go meet some people, and then we will toast to our new arrivals. Oh, if you're at a loss for words, let other members know whether you think Adonis or Hermes is Persephone's soulmate. We debate that for hours here.
Tell me, stranger, who do you think Persephone's soulmate is? The god or the human?
Adonis. Persephone adores him.
A while ago I would have agreed with you, but everyone knows Adonis has been slamming it with some human lately. Persephone deserves better.
Praise Persephone, friend.
Who spies and kills for Persephone? Is it your group?
What? No. Persephone would never want that. I think you're in the wrong place.
Violets only bloom in Elysium winters.
Persephone's favorite flowers are poppies. Everyone knows that.
Bring the symposium.
So what do Persephone's devoted followers do?
For fun? Oh, we discuss the latest events in Persephone's life, plan symposiums, organize monuments in Persephone's honor.
Violets only bloom in Elysium winters.
I think you may have me confused with someone else.
Settle an argument, friend. We just got word that Persephone is expanding her palace. Should she build into the east or west of Elysium?
I think she should expand west.
Thank you! If she wants a view of all the Minoan architecture, she must add a wing in the west.
Having a good time.
How exclusive is this group?
Not at all. We welcome new faces with open arms. Anyone who's willing to discuss Persephone all day long can join.
Violets only bloom in Elysium winters.
Cold as Hades' heart.
Whatever you do, don't drink the wine. I know they're old rumors, but what What do you think of the whispers that Hecate seeks to steal Persephone's throne for herself? Anyone who can't see that Hecate is trying to rule Elysium herself is blind.
Persephone? Blind? How can you say such a thing? She has molded Elysium into paradise. She's a visionary.
Oh, friend. Did you really think we wouldn't notice you tampering with our drinks? And after we welcomed you with open arms. Guards!
Hecate owes me answers. The symposium wasn't at all what I expected. Why do I get the feeling I've been played? You look concerned.
I'm worried about Persephone.
I haven't been here long, but I've already heard people want her overthrown.
You have? What do these humans expect from her? I'd heard some of the more ungrateful delinquents are planning to rise up. Imagine!
These ungrateful delinquents, could they be right?
Bah! You give them too much credit. Still, Persephone needs protection.
Don't look at me.
There's a friend of mine and your father's, Kyros of Xarax. He's a strong and honorable warrior. He's been abducted, but if we could free him...
You're suggesting we make a human Persephone's bodyguard?
With Kyros at the ready, the humans will think twice before attacking one of their own.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were in love with Persephone.
No one understands her the way I do. Adonis, she's a cruel despot. To her husband, she's a trinket on his arm.
And what do you see?
Me? Oh, I don't know. I've never had anyone ask me before. She's... everything.
How do you know this, Kyros?
He was an aide, of sorts, to your father. Every great painter needs a hand to crush their pigment. That was Kyros, a warrior.
Say no more. I'll find Kyros for you.
Ah, I knew I could trust you. While you're gone, I'll arrange a meeting with Persephone. Bring Kyros to the heart of Elysium. We'll be there.
You have the stuff?
Kyros of Xarax. Hermes sent me.
That keymaker is predictable. I'll give him that much. So, how do you get that stuff?
Pythagoras was my father. Things happened. Now it's mine.
That right? That makes us family. I knew the man well.
I heard. This way. Persephone's waiting.
Persephone herself? This is going to be easier than I thought.
Wait. What's going to be easier? Right, Kyros. Let's make this quick. You said this is going to be easier than you thought.
Since we're basically family, I'm trusting your honor. I work for Adonis.
But you were caged by humans.
Yes, and Hermes found out about it right around the time Persephone was coaxed into deciding she needs a bodyguard.
You staged the whole thing and you're using Hermes to infiltrate Persephone's lair? You're no simple warrior.
Before I met your father, I had 4 sons, each a warrior. When my third boy fell in battle, there was only guilt. I'd cried all my tears for the first 2.
Go on.
And with the 4th, I felt longing. Sadness had become my only friend. And I had no one left to grieve. Warriors don't bring peace. They bring sorrow.
So by getting behind Persephone's defenses, you think you can prevent war? You could convince her to surrender or distract her while Adonis escapes.
Anything but battle. But before we go to Persephone, I have to send confirmation this plan worked. Will you take me?
Fine, but be quick. We need to go to Persephone and Hermes. They're waiting. You really think you can save lives?
I'm not sure how death works in Elysium, but suffering is eternal, and that is something I can't stop.
That's all of them. Let's keep moving.
Once Adonis hears my plan worked, maybe he'll stand down.
Hurry, Kyros. We need to get back to Hermes, or Persephone might suspect something.
I hear Persephone likes to test her new recruits. And I've got a bit of a temper. If you see me turning red...
I'll think of something.
Have you been? No one keeps Persephone waiting.
Kyros delayed us. Ask him.
I'd been locked up for ages. You know how our queen feels about filth. I didn't want her judging us, judging you for being unpresentable.
Explain it to Persephone. She's waiting.
I'll make sure she knows this was entirely my fault, not yours.
I'm sorry I was ungrateful. Kyros will make a strong guard. Thank you again, friend.
Here, Hermes.
For dark times for Elysium. Those delinquent fools have robbed even me.
What did they take?
I fashioned a key, a recipe if you will, for an eternal flame. I intended to gift it to Persephone. With it, she could shine her light, even in the underworld.
An eternal flame could bring order to this chaos.
You understand her burden better than you let on. By enduring her sacrifice, Persephone keeps us safe in the underworld.
So write the recipe again.
What I wrote took lifetimes. We can't let it stay in the hands of humans who would use it against her. Keep her. Kassandra, we have to steal it back.
You're a good man for wanting to protect Persephone. I'll help.
I thank you. You are quickly becoming my friend and ally.
An eternal flame sounds more like a myth than some simple recipe.
I began writing the recipe with your father. It's as real as the danger we'd face without it.
Why do you go to these lengths to save Persephone? She wouldn't do the same for you.
Since these humans started acting against her, she's been suffering. When she suffers, we all suffer.
Hermes, has it occurred to you she might just be using you?
Of course not. She simply needs someone to rely on. She needs me.
I'll find the rebels and get your recipe.
That's all I ask. If you are spotted or cause a commotion, we risk retaliation. Go unseen. We need to get the recipe back.
About that. Here it is.
You've spared this realm great suffering, my friend. I wonder, were you spotted?
Of course not. But Hermes...
Good. We don't risk retaliation.
I'm giving these torn pieces back, Hermes, but I'm trusting you. A flame that never dies could consume all of Elysium.
I swear to you as your friend, I will only use the flame if it's absolutely necessary.
Hermes, things are worse in Elysium than I've been letting on. The rebels are organized and ready to fight. War is coming.
We must crush the force behind the chaos. Let's fight for Persephone.
You're so worried about Persephone, you can't even see you're in just as much danger.
You kept the eternal flame out of the hands of the humans, and you went unseen. We have the upper hand. We just have to strike.
Calm yourself, Hermes. It's not like you're going to go on a rampage.
And why not? There are so-called captains guiding the human forces. They invited chaos into this realm, so let's show them chaos.
At least when you asked me to steal, it was from thieves. You're not a murderer, Hermes.
You made me look like a fool when I sent you to Kyros. But I can still come back from that, and prove my worth.
I told you that was Kyros' fault, not yours.
It doesn't matter. Please, I'm begging you, my friend. Help me to help her.
Fine. I'll kill the captains.
Thank you. You know, when you told me people wanted Persephone overthrown, I wondered if you were talking about yourself.
I'm sure you did.
I cannot let you do this alone, my friend. Let's fight side by side.
I'll need to do this alone, Hermes. But don't worry. You can still take the credit.
You're back. Because of us, because of you. Persephone is safe. Thank you, my friend.
No need to thank me. I'm sure you'd have done the same if you had to.
Modest and deadly. Impressive. But the war is just beginning.
It is.
I should tell Persephone what's happened. I know she will join me in this battle. Will you?
One way or another.
Until then, my friend.
What do you think about my southern realm? I don't come here much anymore.
It's lovely.
I try to offer a comfortable home to the glorious dead. It helps them accept their fate and keeps them from wandering too far. So when a human wanders and doesn't return, I can't help but take it personally.
What am I doing here?
When Leonidas was alive, he brought chaos and bloodshed. Hermes spotted him mingling with delinquents recently. We can't have him falling into old habits. If he won't fight with me, then he won't fight at all.
Isn't everyone in Elysium already dead?
Elysium is a gift for the worthy. The unworthy experience a second death and are sent to Tartaros.
Leonidas doesn't deserve that.
Hermes told me why you're really in Elysium. That staff of yours. Cross me and you'll fail. But Leonidas means a lot to you. I understand this will be difficult, which is why I'm willing to make you a deal.
What kind of deal?
Bring me the body of Leonidas, and I will bring back a departed beloved of your choosing.
You can do that?
I'm queen of the dead, darling. I can do anything. So, who does Kassandra want back in her life?
I want to see Phoebe again.
Help me protect Elysium from chaos, and you'll see your loved one again.
Even in paradise, people want my family dead. Is killing my grandfather worth bringing someone back to life? What are you doing out here?
There is something I wanted to ask you. Will you fish with me? This is nice.
There are so many things I want to talk about.
Talk then.
After everything you lost at Thermopylae, your men, your wife, your children, Sparta, in the end, was it worth it?
Who rules the Greek world right now?
Greeks.
Then my answer is yes.
Mother told me of our bloodline and our ancestors. Did you know?
Only what my mother told me. We were born from greatness, and we were destined for greatness. The world was divided in two. Those who wanted us dead, and those who would follow us to the gates of Hades.
I imagine the spear was in one piece when it was given to you.
My mother handed it to me when I was a boy. Said it came with a certain burden, but...
You were ready. It's so peaceful here.
think I got a bite. Get a basket, quickly.
Grandfather,
You are here to kill me. In Sparta, we were trained to spot predators, long before they pounced.
I need Persephone's approval, but she sees you as a threat. If I don't take care of that threat...
Why not bring her the head of a greater threat?
Who's a greater threat than you? Actually, there is someone. A spy. I delivered him to Persephone as a bodyguard, but he's working against her from the inside.
I am only a threat to her soldiers on the battlefield. A spy threatens the heart of Elysium. Bring her his corpse, and she should be satisfied.
Thank you, Grandfather. We should go fishing more often. Persephone won't like this. Maybe if I bring Kyros alive, she can deal with the traitor herself.
Kyros of Zarax? This isn't who I asked for.
He's a spy working for the rebellion.
But you're the one who first brought him to me.
I didn't know his intentions.
I trusted you. Guards!
Persephone, listen to me. Hermes is right. Trouble's brewing in Elysium. Even though Leonidas is against you, you are much stronger than he is. But Kyros was an enemy you couldn't see. That made him far more dangerous to you and Elysium.
Defying me comes at a cost. Our deal is off. But for bringing me this vile deceiver, you may stay. Figure out that mysterious little staff of yours. I never wanted this. I only turned this world into paradise to make it bearable. And then you arrived and made me blossom.
Please, just let me go.
If you truly wanted to leave, you'd have already done it. Or have you forgotten? I wonder if Aphrodite would still love you if she knew what a coward you were.
Not having second thoughts, are you?
She's right. I am a coward. She gave me the chance to leave once. All I had to do was fight, and I couldn't. I'm sorry, I can't do this. It's too big.
Adonis, I want you to close your eyes and imagine Aphrodite. Don't let Persephone make you forget why you're fighting.
You're right. It's Persephone's greatest talent, making us forget the ones we love.
Keeps people from wanting to leave.
Let's remind them, shall we? At the base of the palace of the Colossi, you'll find one of Hermes' inventions, stolen from his workshop. It's said to destroy everything it touches.
What are we destroying?
Atop the palace is where Persephone keeps her sleeping Colossi. Bring the device there and make sure they never wake again. The smoke will let every rebel camp in Elysium know the time to strike is now.
What are we waiting for?
Try not to kill anyone. Success without detection and death is sure to convert more non-believers to our cause. When we first met, I laughed when you said you wanted to escape Elysium.
And now?
I pity the god who stands in your way.
So what will you do?
I have some preparations to make before our final assault on Persephone's palace.
I meant when this is over.
For the longest time, all I could think about was getting back to Aphrodite. But my heart broke when you told me about her spy.
You deserved the truth.
You've been a good friend. I never expected to find one here. Come find me before we launch our attack.
The rebellion's almost ready to make its stand. I should check back with Hecate in case she's returned. And get some answers. Persephone, I was looking for Hecate.
I can't imagine what you need her for, but never mind. Do you know what the hardest part is about my life here?
I don't.
It's not knowing who to trust. Hecate has been my dearest friend ever since my mother, the meteor, sent her to me. But after that nonsense with Lethe's water, I've been keeping a closer eye on her. Hecate always tells me where she's going, but not this time. My spies tell me she's about to resurface for a secret meeting at Iphigenia's compound.
Sounds like the meeting's not so secret anymore.
That's where you come in. Spy on her and report back to me. I'm trusting you with this. Please, don't let me down.
I was wondering when you would arrive, locksmith.
You know I prefer Keymaker.
Your mastery of language is overwhelming as always. How you stay so humble is beyond me.
You know why I'm here, Hecate. We need to talk about your newfound friend, the Keeper.
Don't worry. I didn't tell Kassandra about the key to the underworld you cleverly disguised as Ross's collar. Why would I want her running straight to Persephone's palace?
It's not about that. I know you've been spending a lot of time together, and undermining Persephone in the process.
Kassandra has been undermining Persephone, not me. At least that's what Persephone will see when I'm through.
I'm all too familiar with your ability to whisper in Persephone's ear, but whatever tale you spin for her isn't the truth, is it? You've been trying to push Persephone out of power.
I need to get to Persephone first, no matter what.
So? What did you find out?
Hecate's been working behind your back.
What folly is this? An outsider accusing me of treason after breaking into your sanctuary.
Hecate's trying to frame me. I had nothing to do with the break-in.
You are the only one with the key.
Kassandra stole it from me. Just like she stole the last of Lethe's water from the cave.
I know you were both involved in the distribution of Lethe's water, but you were the one who handed it to that woman.
The point is, there's been trouble in Elysium ever since you got here. That's no coincidence. You're clearly trying to push Persephone out of power.
I may be working against Persephone, but you've been helping me the entire time.
There! Out of your own mouth! You're trying to overthrow me!
You can't believe these lies! A silver tongue joined the delinquents operating in Defcalion's heritage after this outsider helped her.
The timing is curious.
Furthermore, a gathering of your most devoted followers was recently targeted.
Yes, no one was hurt, but aconite was found in the wine. Your signature death sentence, if I recall correctly.
Curiously, the last of my batch was stolen from me right before the party.
It wasn't me.
Is it a coincidence then, outsider, that someone matching your description was seen fleeing the followers' symposium?
Enough! I have reason to suspect the both of you of treason at this point. Hecate is my oldest friend in the underworld, and for a while I thought my truest. Give me one reason why I should believe your word over hers.
This is all part of her plan, but your instincts were right, Persephone. Hecate's the traitor.
You can't possibly take the words of an outsider over mine. Persephone. Hekate's right. I have to be out of my mind to take your word over hers. Nothing's been paradise since you dropped in. You are no longer welcome in my palace.
We've received word those delinquents in Defkelion's heritage are on the move.
Not now.
This is urgent, my queen.
Fine. I'll handle this later.
I should have known you would stab me in the back.
You can't betray someone you never held any loyalty for.
I've had scouts looking everywhere for you. I didn't think to check Persephone's throne room.
You should be thanking me. Persephone knows what we're doing. She's prepared.
That's so? Then we need to strike, and we need to do it now.
For Aphrodite.
And for your freedom to breach the gate out of this realm.
All right, muster your troops. We're going to battle.
Paradise awaits! Fight for your freedom!
Hermes, you shouldn't be here.
Where else would I be while the humans burn Elysium to the ground? My friend, help me protect her.
I have helped you, but nothing is going to stop this. The gate must open. After everything I've done for you, please, Hermes, listen to me.
We haven't had the easiest friendship. The staff keeper and the keymaker. But you've done so much for me. Together, we'll get Persephone to stand down.
Thank you. Let's go. Together.
Stop! Pathetic! You failed me for the last time, Hermes Trismegistus.
Hermes! That's it. Persephone's control over Elysium needs to end. Now!
You! Don't move a muscle. Don't let her get away with anything. We're in this together. I'll always be at your service. Even outside of Elysium? If it comes to that, I'll be there. For now, I'll leave you two. I'm sure there's plenty to talk about.
You're making a huge mistake.
With war brewing outside my window, I wonder what you'd suggest I do instead.
Your beautiful Elysium has turned to rubble. All because of your stubbornness, Persephone.
You fool! I made this place beautiful for you! Nothing I've ever done for your love has been good enough!
You're a prisoner too. You should know it's impossible to love your captor. This is the last time I'll ask. Let us go. Let me go.
I do love you, Adonis. And true love is selfless. Go. Treat Aphrodite better than you ever treated me.
Thank you, Persephone. I'm forever grateful. Go easy on Kassandra.
Your turn.
We don't have to do this. Just let me pass through Elysium. Adonis would have rallied the people with or without my help.
You're lying!
Persephone, you don't have to control everything. You're free to let go. Maybe you can finally go home.
You know nothing of what I've been through. I was stolen from your world. I had no choice but to take this one for myself. And this world is mine, alone.
Rose? Good dog. Good dog.
Victoria! No time for that. Abstergo's found us.
Don't!
Layla!
Tell your boss I'm ready. Also, Bird can come get me himself. If he's not a coward.
What the hell is wrong with you?
What else could I do? They were out to kill us. Even Elysium ran for the hills.
There was no reason to massacre them.
Everything okay down there? Sounded like a war zone.
We're fine, Alana. But don't expect much action anytime soon. Seems like this specific memory in the Animus is down for the count.
Let me guess. That happened when you ripped me out. Great. That's the last thing we need.
I had no choice. Complaining won't repair the computer. The memory files are overriding each other, and I'll need time to sort them out.
You know what? I need some time alone. May as well head back to Greece until Elysium returns anyway.